There hasn't been a book that we've been this excited for in a long time.
And by excited for, she means we got our hands on it and actually read it immediately.
Yeah, we can be bad fans sometimes.
We adored The Cruel Prince and we were dying to get our hands on the sequel.
Jude pulled off one hell of a con in the last book, managing to outsmart a bunch of fairies, including her own father Matt. Jude has set herself up as the power behind the throne, and her frenemy with benefits up as the king.
She had to trick Cardan into becoming king, and now she has to babysit him as his chancellor. But time is running out for Jude because he only swore to obey her for a year and a day, and she's already half a year in the hole.
Jude has to step through a nest of problems, including her conflicting views with her father, her tumultuous and untrusting relationship with Cardan, her sister's upcoming marriage to Locke, the Queen of the Undersea threatening the land, assassins, betrayals, and a bunch of other stuff.
Jude has changed and grown from the human girl who was looking for her place in the fairy world. Now she has everything she ever wanted. Power, respect, a place in the world, but she's finding it harder and harder to keep hold of her plans, and it's exhausting for her.
And her and Cardan's relationship has changed a bit too. Most of the time they're still antagonistic towards one another.
But they're becoming more and more aware of the fact that they are unwillingly into each other.
I don't know why this relationship doesn't bother me more than it does. Cardan was hideous to Jude. He did some pretty terrible stuff, and it's unlike me to want Jude to end up with him. I should want her to never forgive him and stay away from him, but I am strangely okay with this relationship.
Me too. And I guess it's because Jude never really forgets that Cardan was a horrible person. In her head, she's always like, I hate this guy. Why do I want to bang him? I don't like it.
And then you have Cardan going, I'm attracted to this girl. I hate myself. So it's a very balanced relationship. You don't have someone that was a complete ass pursuing Jude going, I was just a dick because I was trying to get your attention. Or, I know I was a dick. Totally sorry about that, but, why don't we bang, sweetie?
There's a weird gray line there that I never knew existed.
Also, Taryn hasn't gotten any more likable. You never shake the fact that she is up to something, and whatever it is, it's selfish and doesn't have her sister's best interests in mind. And her fiancé isn't any better.
Locke is still up to his foxy ways, and I think he would burn the kingdom down if he could find an entertaining enough way to light the fire. If there's anyone I want to get payback, it's this douche. Speaking of family, Maddock is only just beginning to realize what a crafty opponent Jude is. He's beginning to look at his daughter with a newfound respect, but unfortunately, that newfound respect means that he's going to take Jude more seriously, and that is going to cause some serious problems for Jude and her plans.
I still really enjoy their relationship. It's part adversarial, part father-daughter, and part players in a chess match. It's an unusual dynamic, but it works so well in this story.
But of course, the big new character causing trouble in this book is the Queen of Undersea, Nicassia's mother. She is a nasty piece of work, but up until Cardan's father died, she had been locked in a peace treaty with the kingdom. Now that there's a new king in place, though, she's looking for loopholes and hoping to expand her territory on the surface.
She will take power any way she can. She'll have Nicassia marry Cardan, much to Nicassia's delight, or she'll have it through war. Either way, she's using Cardan's abusive, scheming brother, Prince Belkin, who has been sent to fairy jail, to tip the scales.
Jude knows that there are any number of ways that the Queen of Undersea can screw with her plans, but she isn't exactly sure how she will strike. Jude and her allies have to scramble because the Queen's schemings are finally revealed, and it makes some good reading.
Wicked King gives a lot of action at a non-stop pace, and the ending is just as exciting as the ending of The Cruel Prince. It will leave you just as happy and just as angry that you don't have the next book in your hands right now.
There is a lot to talk about in Wicked King, and it's hard to do that without spoilers, so for more Wicked King, check out our spoilers review.
But we love this book just as much as we love The Cruel Prince, and we cannot wait to get our hands on the Queen of Nothing. Write faster, Holly Black!